It is time for Rich Rebel Sports on 98.3 KADQ and MyLocalRadio.com. Rebel Sports brought to you in part by the Rich School District, Evanston Regional Hospital, Ready, Westar Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, the Come On In, the Station on Main, Les Schwab Plains Tire, Stacy's Repair, Summit Pizza, Little Springs Water, Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, Elaine Ford Brothers, Hometown Drive-In, the Town of Woodruff, T7 Propane, Bear Lake Realty, Independent Software Solutions, McKay Frankham DDS, and the Crawford Trough. Let's go to the Les Schwab Plains Tire broadcast booth and join the voice of the Rebels, Aaron Poling.
And we welcome you inside the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth as we begin 2023 Rich Rebels varsity basketball team online at MyLocalRadio.com. As you can see, the Rebels will take on the Lyman Eagles here in
It is time for Rich Rebel Sports on 98.3 KADQ and It is time for Rich Rebels.
Excuse me, sorry about that. Let's take on the Lyman Eagles here at Lyman High School. We had a little technical difficulties there. Rebels come in 1-1 with a win over St. Joseph, lost to Bear Lake. The Eagles, this will be their first game of the year. As I'm Aaron Poling, thank you for joining us. We've got about 30 seconds left in the prior game before ours. As when we come back, we'll set the scene for today's matchup. You're watching the 2023 Rich Rebels varsity basketball team online at MyLocalRadio.com, as well as listening in on 98.3 KADQ.
When pizza is calling your name, order a Summit Pizza. With homemade dough and all fresh ingredients, every pizza is a culinary masterpiece. Owners Thad and Melissa Willis are Rich High School alumni. They continue the Rebel tradition of excellence and service. Feed your taste buds, feel the happiness with a fresh homemade pizza from Summit Pizza. Don't forget the Doodles, a Summit Pizza original creation. Summit Pizza, 70 West Logan Road, Garden City.
Welcome to the town of Randolph, located in northern Utah. The first group of settlers came from St. Charles, Idaho in March of 1870. We are a town of great extremes, from 90 degrees in the summer to minus 40 degrees in the winter, and we hold the record for the coldest temperature ever recorded in Utah at minus 50 degrees. Randolph is a small, friendly community that strives to preserve our rural heritage and small town feel. Enjoy the feeling each time you visit Randolph. Go Rebels!
The tires you drive on matter. Tire quality and condition affect overall safety and how your vehicle performs. Having the right air pressure in your tires even affects gas mileage. Don't trust your tires to just anybody. Choose Freeway Tire to handle all your vehicle maintenance, including regular tire checks and rotation. When it comes to your vehicle, choose the team that really knows tires. Freeway Tire in Evanston. Stop in today.
Welcome back inside the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of the 2023 Rich Rebels varsity basketball team online at MyLocalRadio.com. Let's set the scene for today's matchup on the Summit Pizza pregame show. This scene set's brought to you by Little Springs Water, natural mountain spring water, as the Rebels will take on the Eagles. Rebels hit the floor as they're about to warm up. Game just finished before ours. Rebels come in 1-1. Eagles are playing their first game of the season. For the Rebels, couple of really good early season tests to see where they stand, with today playing the Eagles, and then on Saturday they will play both Lovell and Kemmer, and we'll see how the Rebels do in those games. And I think these are really good early season litmus tests, as I think this is going to give the Rebels an opportunity to see how good they are against a very solid schedule here at the Bridger Valley Tournament. As when we come back, we'll hear from head coach of the Lyman Eagles, that is Coach Jason Hansen. You're watching the 2023 Rich Rebels varsity basketball team online at MyLocalRadio.com, as well as singing on 98.3 KADQ.
When you have an emergency, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Open 24/7, the professional emergency room staff is trained for trauma, medical, cardiac, pediatric, orthopedic, and obstetric emergencies. Bear Lake Memorial is a critical access level 3 trauma center, offering immediate access to radiology, lab services, surgery, and internal medicine consults. The ER teams are well-trained professionals who are ready to act when you have an emergency. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, the most caring hospital on earth.
The team at T7 Propane in Woodruff is always cheering for the Rich Rebels, in sports, in the classroom, and in life. For quality professional propane service, call T7 Propane in Woodruff, 435-793-4208. When you're hungry for an amazing breakfast, just like Grandma used to make, visit our bakery on Main Street in Randolph. We hand make fresh pastries for you to enjoy. Supporting the Rich Rebels and thanking you for your business, visit our bakery today.
When you need automotive service on your car, truck, semi, or tractor, call Clay and the team at J-Bar Auto in Randolph. J-Bar Auto also offers competitive pricing on tires for all vehicles. Call or stop by J-Bar Auto today.
The head coach of the Lyman Eagles girls varsity basketball team, that's Coach Jason Hansen. Coach Hansen, how you doing today?
Good. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. I can't complain. So the Bridger Valley tournament's coming up this weekend. What does it mean for yourself, the Lyman High School, as well as Mountain View High School, in fact, the entire valley? What does it mean for you guys to host a tournament like this?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great thing for the valley, great thing for our fans. Obviously, to get 3 home games. Usually we're on the road this first weekend, but the last, I think it's 6 years or 7 years, we've been hosting this event, and it's gotten bigger and bigger, and it's a good chance for all the schools locally in the southwest corner of the state to, see some different schools, and then even see some schools that are out of state, and so yeah, it's exciting for us and exciting for Mountain View.
What have you seen from your girls so far throughout the season? But what have you seen in practice that you've really liked?
Yeah, I really like our, how we're getting along and how the girls are, their effort level in practice and their focus. Those are the things that, you kind of look for early on. And so, yeah, those are the 3 things that I've been really pleased with from our girls.
What are some of the principles of a Coach Hansen team? In a perfect world, you would instill these principles in your team?
Just competing on every play, just having some grit and playing fast, playing with confidence. Those are the, kind of the cornerstones of, I guess, Lyman girls basketball, and so that's what we try to install here.
What have you seen from the Rich Rebels as the season has started, or what do you know about them from prior seasons?
Yeah, they're well coached. Really huge respect for Coach Lundgren over there in Rich, and he's always got his girls ready to play, and they always give us a really tough game, and this summer we saw them, and I think they kicked our butt, and so hopefully we can give them a good game and play well. What I saw this early on, I know they have their point guards are really athletic, and she's going to give us a lot of problems just because of her speed and their athleticism, and so she's one girl we're going to have to worry about, and I know he always does a great job with their posts, and I know they have a really solid post this year, and I'm not sure on names. I always just know numbers, and so but yeah, I'm excited for that.
One final question for you, Coach. A successful weekend for the Lyman Eagles would look like what?
That we competed, that we played hard, that we got along, and we had fun. I think if we do those things, we might get a few wins, this tournament, and that's kind of what we're looking for early on. It's the first weekend. We have a long season ahead of us, and I don't expect us to be playing at playoff level right now, but I expect us to compete at playoff level and try hard and treat each other good and have a lot of fun. So.
We want to thank Coach Jason Hansen for being a part of today's Bear Lake Memorial Hospital pregame coaches show on the Summit Pizza pregame show. We come back, we'll hear from head coach of the Rich Rebels varsity basketball team, Cody Lundgren. You're watching the 2023 Rich Rebels varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com, as well as listening in on 98.3 KADQ.
Bear Lake Memorial Hospital provides safe, effective, high-quality health care. With many specialty services, Bear Lake Memorial serves patients from prenatal to geriatric. When you need imaging services, including mammograms, CT, and other specialized tests, the MRI suite accommodates patients of all sizes. The large windows provide natural light to help patients have an even better scanning experience. For a complete list of services offered, visit us online at blmhospital.com. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, the most caring hospital on earth.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Success doesn't come by accident. Success requires hard work, perseverance, learning, sacrifice, and believing in yourself. Eddie and Todd Jensen established the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho on these very principles. The students, staff, athletes, and coaches at Rich High School value these same fundamentals in education and activities, in athletics, and in life. Good luck, Rebels, from Mound Valley Cattle Company, serving customers in Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming since 1997.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Here with the head coach of the Rich Rebels girls varsity basketball team. That's Coach Cody Lundgren. Coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing great.
It's good to hear. So over the weekend, you guys went 1-1. Let's start with the St. Joseph game where you guys were able to go down there in your first game. Seemed like a couple of first game jitters maybe in that first half, but in the second half, I really felt like you guys had complete control of that game. Can you just go ahead and talk about it?
Yeah, it went real well. You know, the things that I'd like to see a little bit better is spacing on the floor, and that was a little bad in the first half. And I thought they straightened that up in the second half and got some real good looks as a team.
When you lose about 10 feet of the floor, spacing can become tough. Yeah. As if you haven't noticed, St. Joseph's gym is very unique. What about that gym? You know, I don't want to say that it's easy to play there because when you're sitting on the bench, your feet are on the floor. What about that can kind of help make a team get better? Because I think playing in tough places like that really makes your team better.
You know, whenever you're on the road, it's a little different feel from your own gym, and each gym has its own feel. And you know, St. Joe has a good student body, and it is a tight, close gym, and it gets very loud in there. So it's a fun gym to play in. I like gym atmospheres like that, and they're real similar to the Bear Lake gym, but their gym's big, but it just gets super loud, and their student body does a good job.
Yeah, so let's move along to the Bear Lake game. You guys came up on the short end of that one, but it's an atmosphere early in the season that's real tough to play in, but you got to imagine you're going to play in plenty of atmospheres like that. So what does it do for your team to get that under your belt in the first weekend?
It's good to pull out some of our weaknesses and, you know, be in some high-pressure situations like that with a lot of people loud and vocal around you, and it makes them work on their communication even so much more. So, you know, we did a poor job the other night of getting to the paint, both with our guards and then our guards passing the ball to our posts inside. So things that we're working on, but it was good for us to see that.
What did you learn about your team this weekend?
You know, I saw my team, especially at Bear Lake, they never gave up. They played until the final whistle and the final buzzer, and that's very commendable. That was a tough situation to play in with a loud atmosphere and a bunch of physical, athletic basketball players they were playing against. And, you know, we did some really good things at times, and I was very proud of them, and then we struggled at times. So we just got to get more consistent.
So you guys have the Bridger Valley tournament coming up this weekend. What do you like about this Bridger Valley tournament? I know last year you only played one game, but this year you're going to get a few.
Yeah, it's nice. You know, a lot of these teams, these girls played in middle school, so they like to see them in high school sometimes too. And Wyoming's usually a very physical man defense type teams, and, you know, they play the game the right way, and it's fun to go out there and see some different stuff than we're used to, and helps these girls grow as a basketball team.
You guys will be successful this weekend if you are able to do what?
We got to space the floor and move the ball better.
We want to thank Cody Lundgren for being a part of today's show. When we come back, we will have some keys to today's matchup. You're watching the 2023 Rich Rebels varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com, as well as staying in on 98.3 KADQ.
When you're experiencing pain from an injury or pain for an unknown reason, it can negatively impact how you function every day. It's good to know that individually supervised physical therapy is available at Evanston Regional Hospital. From athletes to seniors, we assist patients with personalized treatment plans. We offer a broad range of therapies, including cardiac rehab, post-surgical rehab, concussion recovery, injury, and sports rehab. Ask your family doctor if physical therapy is right for you, or call one of our therapy departments directly. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
The town of Garden City is home to beautiful Bear Lake, where families play together. We welcome you to Garden City and invite you to visit bearlake.org for places to explore and information on upcoming events year-round. The town of Garden City welcomes you as we cheer on the Rich Rebels.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. You always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Quickly, some Ellingford Brothers keys to today's game for the Rebels. Get your legs going as you have a 2-game advantage already in the season. As for the Eagles, for the Rebels, you want to try to pressure the Eagles. See if you can speed them up a little bit. For the Eagles, just get your legs underneath you. It is the first game of the year, as we're going to turn it over to the PA announcer for the starting lineups.
Senior number 25, Violet Taylor. Senior number 40, Katie Pugmeyer. And senior number 41, Hannah Scott. And we go to the first back to the goal for the winners, Cameron Calder and Katie Jarrett. And now we will nation to on your feet for your Lyman Eagles. Senior number 2, senior number 11, Ashley Wells. Senior number 13, Riley Bradshaw. Junior number 14, Peyton Anderson. And junior number 21, Corey Hansen. So let's give a quick back.
Let's quickly recap those starting lineups. First for the Rich Rebels, 5 seniors out on the floor as Sage Lundgren, Janie Wallentyne, and Hannah Scott, Violet Taylor, and Haiti Pugmeyer. For the Eagles, Paige Rose, Ashton Wells, Briley Bradshaw, Peyton Anderson, and Owen Hansen will be the starting 5 for the Eagles as we are about ready to go here from Lyman High School. I'm Aaron Poling. Thank you for joining us as the Rebels win the tip as Scott tips it sideways, still in the air, but the ball will go to the Rebels as they'll start on offense. Eagles, they're going to press. Taylor has it in the backcourt as we are underway. Crosses over to the timeline, looking for Lundgren on the right wing. Make that the left wing. She catches inside to Pugmeyer. Left baseline finds a streaking Violet Taylor. Layup no good. Scott with the rebound. Shot attempt no good as well, but we will shoot 2 free throws as Hannah Scott picks up the shooting foul. That'll go against number 21, Owen Hansen. Her first. Team first. Scott, couple dribbles, ball in the right hand. First free throw in the air. Rattles around. Falls in for Hannah Scott as the Rebels are on the board. 1-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Scott will shoot the second one. Ball in the air. That one's good. Hannah Scott goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Rebels on top. 2-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard with 7:45 left to go in the first quarter. Eagles across the timeline is Wells. She runs the point as she finds Bradshaw, right wing. Inside, nice pass to Hansen. Kick it to the corner for Anderson. Her 3, no good. Rebound, rattles around. Is going to go out of bounds. Actually saved by the Eagles. Was last touched by the Rebels. They'll catch a break as Taylor pushes it in the front court. Goes inside to Scott. She attacks him. Pass across to Pugmeyer off glass. No good. As Pugmeyer gets her hands on the ball. We'll get a jump ball. It'll be Lyman basketball. But Rebels 2 possessions already. They've gotten a couple of layup opportunities. Unable to capitalize on them. But they still lead 2-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Wells. Make that Hanson. They go inside to Wells. She loses it. That's stolen by Pugmire. Here come the Rebels back the other way. Taylor, as she'll survey the floor, walks it up, and the Rebels are into the offense. We want to remind you, we are in the state of Wyoming, so there is no shot clock as Lundgren crosses over at the top of the key. Goes to Scott in the right corner. Surveys. One dribble, skip pass to Taylor. She catches. Resets. No shot clock. Rebels have all the time in the world to work with. Taylor drives, finds Lundgren. Left corner, three in the air. No good. Rebound pulled in by Scott as the ball goes out of bounds. She had it in her hands, lost it on the baseline as it'll be Eagles basketball. Good hustle there from Hannah. She's gotten her hands to a couple of offensive rebounds. That's a good sign for the Rebels. They can win the offensive board battle. It'll put them in a good spot. Hanson across the timeline. She finds Wells on the left wing. Up top to Hanson. She drives to the paint. Skip pass back to Wells, top of the key. Surveys. To Rose on the right wing. Guarded by Lundgren. Left-hand dribble nearly goes awry as she has it now instead. Stolen by Taylor. Here come the Rebels back the other way. 2-on-1. Tries a pass to Scott. Unfortunately for the Rebels, though, the pass got through, but Violet Taylor was fouled. The refs do call the foul. As it was the right call, she was fouled on the pass. Rebels will inbound. Scott will throw the pass. 2-0 Rebels on the Station on Main scoreboard. 6 minutes, 3 seconds left to go in the first quarter as Scott surveys. Slaps the ball as her teammates start the play. Still looking, finds Pugmire. It's deflected. They're going to call over and back on Hannah Scott. When she stepped back in, she touched the ball before fully establishing herself in play. The Eagles basketball. Referees are going to talk this one over as I think the ball got a little wet. They're bouncing and might be not enough air in the ball. They find another one. The official does the test. Usually if you drop it from about shoulder height, if it bounces back to about your waist to elbow, that is a good enough ball to be an official game ball. As we have another one. Brand new Spalding in play as Hanson crosses the timeline, finds Wells on the left wing. Dribbles to the top of the key, kicks it to Bradshaw, right wing, back to the top of the key. Wells is going to drive left into the paint. Floats a shot up, no good. Rebound by Scott. Here come the Rebels back the other way as Hannah's going to lead the break. Looking for a teammate, finds Taylor on the right wing. As she attacks down the baseline, kicks it out to Wallentyne. She fires the right wing three. That's off the backboard, no good. Rebound pulled in by Wells. Here come the Eagles back the other way with Hanson down the right wing. Her cross-court pass into the hands of Bradshaw. Top of the key, Wells, she shoots, no good. Rebound pulled in by Lundgren as she looks up. She has Wallentyne ahead. Unable to complete the pass, though, as Scott's there to save it. Would have been a travel against Lundgren. Instead, the Rebels reset the offense. 5:15 to go in the first quarter. Rebels set up a play. Taylor gets a screen, dribbles to the top of the key. He's going to dribble right, spins back, middle of the paint, pulls up for the 15-footer. That's good. Tough shot there from Violet Taylor. Doubles the Rebels' lead. They're up by 4 on the Station on Main scoreboard, 4-0. Hanson. They work it around to the right wing for Wells. She's going to dribble back to the top of the key, hounded by Wallentyne. Picks up her dribble at the Lyman logo, finds Rose left wing. She'll survey. Down to Hanson in the corner. Nearly turned over. Instead, they work it to Wells. She fires a three. Back rim and out. Rebound pulled in by the Eagles. Wells has it top of the key again. Wants to go inside. Is able to find Anderson inside. Her shot no good. Rebound pulled in by Pugmire. Here come the Rebels off and running. Haiti still has the ball. Trying to go coast to coast. Caught off at the last second. Has it stripped away. Rips it away from an Eagle. Finds Wallentyne under the hoop for a layup. What a play that was from Haiti Pugmire. Wallentyne has 3 different Rebels with a basket here early on. 4:10 left to go in the first quarter as the Rebels lead 6-0. The pass from the Eagles goes awry, out of bounds, as the Rebels will check Wilson in for Lundgren. Argyle in for Wallentyne. Into the game for the Eagles as they're going to press. Annaline Franson for the Eagles as well. Rebels break the press as they throw it over the head of Addison Smith. All the way down the lane. Scott layup, no good. Pugmire rebound, misses. Second opportunity, lays it in over some tough defense. That's a good rebound there from Pugmire. 4 out of the 5 starters for the Rebels have a basket here in the game. Very spread out scoring as the Eagles work it across the timeline with Rose. Smith has it down to the left corner. That's Morgan Anderson, who's fresh into the game. Work it back around, top of the key, it's France. They go right corner to Wells. Pass inside is going to go off an Eagle out of bounds. Rebels defense is doing a tremendous job of forcing tough passes as Brentley Hatch is going to check in for Haiti Pugmire. 5 on the floor for the Rebels. Scott, Argyle, Taylor, Wilson, Hatch. As Taylor has the ball, she's going to draw the foul before the pass in. We'll reset, do it again, as that foul will be called on number 10, France, her first, team third. Rebels don't have a personal foul yet. Rebels inbound to Taylor, tipped away, but she's able to make the catch. Bounces off a defender, still has it double teamed. Continues to dribble as she's in jeopardy of a 5-second call. Finds Scott top of the key as Argyle with a nice back cut catches. Reverse layup is good. What a finish that was from Cass Argyle as she caught that ball with a quick reverse layup. And that is going to be a quick timeout. 10-0 Rebels on the Station on Main scoreboard. 3:10 left to go here in the first quarter as we are going to check out that last play from Cass Argyle on the Stacey's Repair instant replay. What a finish that was as we're going to head to a quick commercial break. You're watching the 2023 Rich Rebels varsity girls basketball team online at mylocalradio.com as well as on 98.3 KDQ.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
Welcome back inside the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Rebels up 10-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Double dribble called against the Eagles as Smith was looking to find a player on the wing. Eagles are going to press. Scott is just going to throw it into an open Taylor as she crosses the timeline. Rebels into the offense. 10-0 Rebels, 5 different players with 2 points as Taylor drives the lane, is pushed in the back, draws another foul. One more foul, and the Rebels will be shooting free throws. Of course, the new rule change goes across all states. 5 fouls leads to bonus free throws, but the fouls reset as the Rebels go to Scott. Her shot is blocked. That's going to go out of bounds. Great defensive play there by Ashton Wells. Heads up play by Scott just to let that ball go. That's a great inbounds play by the Rebels. Just could not finish because of a great defensive play. The Rebels look sharp early. They go inside to Scott. Same play. Layup no good. Rebound fought for into the hands of Scott. She brought it down, though, so we're going to get a jump ball as Addison Smith reached in, got her hands to it. One thing I'd like to see from Scott there is if she keep the ball high, try to get an opportunity with another shot before she brings it down. They go to Scott again on the inbounds as the Eagles poke it away, but Rose was out of bounds when she touched the ball, so it'll be Rebels basketball again. Wilson to inbound again. Surveys, looking for a teammate, finds Argyle top of the key. Use 4.5, about that 5 seconds. Argyle, inside pass to Taylor. Tough catch, unable to get there. That's a heads-up play by Morgan Anderson. As while Taylor was trying to save the ball, she was out of bounds. Anderson bounced it off of Taylor, who was laying out of bounds. Therefore, it'll be Rebels basketball as Smith's going to check in for Taylor. 10-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard still. Rebels on top. It's again 5 different Rebels with the basket as Wallenstein, Taylor, Argyle, Pugmire, and Scott are your scorers. Smith across the timeline. Top the key. They go inside to Rose. Turns left-hand layup. That's a great play there from the Eagles as Rose gets the Eagles on the board. 10-2 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Eagles are going to press. Argyle finds Scott on the left wing. She's going to back dribble as the Rebels will reset the offense. Wilson on the left wing. She drives top of the key, finds Argyle. Argyle crosses over, driving right. As a couple of Rebels there. Argyle continues to drive baseline, poked out of bounds by Anderson. Rebels are going to bring Pugmire and Wallenstein into the game. A couple of updates from the Rebels wrestling team right now, the girls team, as Nia Jolly and Addie Carrillo both win by pin. Nina Hillier with the win as well. Jana Carver pins someone from Ridgeline as well, and Junior Hillier Rex just won by a pin as Wilson looks to inbounds as we're going to get a timeout called by head coach Cody Lundgren as you're watching the 2023 Rich Rebels varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com, as well as listening in on 98.3 KADQ. Rebels on top 10-2 with 2 minutes, 2 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of the 2023 Rich Rebels girls varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com. 10-2 on the station on main scoreboard. Scorers for the Rebels: Wallenstein with 2, Taylor with 2, Argyle with 2, Scott with 2, Pugmire with 2, as Paige Rose has the 2 points for the Eagles, as it's been a very, very balanced scoring attack for the Rebels. It'll be their ball out of bounds underneath the hoop. Casey Wilson to inbound. She will not be able to move. See what the Rebels drew up in the timeout. Discombobulated Rebels as they're going to throw it ahead to Weston, and we're going to get a foul called on the Eagles. That's a scary play as Molly went up to get that pass, and she was undercut. Not on purpose, though, by Smith. Smith was trying to go for the ball. You can't really fault Smith there. It's just kind of a collision, and I think the loud smack of the floor is what drew the foul for Molly Weston. Either way, it probably saves the layup, though. Rebels will shoot 2 free throws with Weston. First free throw in the air is good, as Molly Weston has had quite the start to the year, especially as a freshman. Couple dribbles into the routine. Second free throw on the way. Good as well. Goes 2 for 2 from the line. Rebels are 4 for 4 from the free throw line today. Weston had 9 points against Bear Lake, and at times I thought she might have been the Rebels' best player in the game, as she guards Hanson across the timeline. Pass inside, tipped away by Wallenstein. Will be Rebels basketball. Great hands there from Janey, as the Eagles will inbound. Hanson to inbound. Once again, I'm going to remind you that this is Wyoming basketball. No shot clock. They go inside. That's Peyton Anderson. Her layup attempt, no good. Rebound pulled in by Pugmire. She's going to dribble it up the floor. Knocked away from behind. Stolen there by Wells. Actually make that France. Across the timeline. Into the hands of Smith. Eagles look to set up. Right wing. It's France. Drives. Fires a pass across the floor, as that's going to lead Hanson out of bounds. Good defense there from the Rebels. Rebels inbound. It's Smith. Draws the double team, finds Wilson on the left wing. She's going to drive the paint. Tries to go inside to Pugmire. Pugmire had vacated the spot as it's turned over. Here come the Eagles back the other way. France, her shot is going to lead to a foul called against Weston, and I don't think she can believe it. Looked like she was straight up, but if you are straight up and still get the arm, it's still a foul. Here at Lyman High School, we are at the top of the gym, so we can't really see very many fouls, as the first free throw in the air is good from France. But it did indeed kind of, maybe it wasn't a foul, but in defense of the referees, I'm not sure. Molly was fouled when she fell. Second free throw in the air is off the side rim and out. Wallenstein pulls in the rebound. For the moment, taken away by Bradshaw, as the Rebels are going to be called for the foul. Only their second team foul of the quarter. They can be uberly aggressive here the last minute, 10 seconds to go here in the quarter, as they only have 2 personals. That one's against Wallenstein. Janey, the only starter for the Rebels with a foul in the contest. Some good minutes here by the bench for the Rebels. 12-3 on the station on main scoreboard. Rebels on top, as Wells, top of the key, works it to Hanson, right wing. Back to Wells on the left wing. They go left corner. That's Bradshaw. Short post. Skipped out to Hanson on the right wing. She's going to drive right. Flips one up. That's no good, as I think Molly Weston got a piece of that one. Here comes Smith down the left wing. Inside to Pugmire at the free throw line. Tried to make a pass. Is double teamed. Finds Weston. 40 seconds to go in the quarter. No shot clock. Smith drives, kicks to Wilson in the left corner. She'll dribble up top, pulls up for three. That's no good. Rebounded by Pugmire off the glass and in. Katie Pugmire leads the team with 4 points. Been a balanced attack, 14-3 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 22 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bradshaw spins back, finds Hanson left wing. Back to Bradshaw. They go short corner for Anderson. She fires a shot, no good. Rebound pulled in by the Eagles. Layup attempt, no good. Battled for as Pugmire rips it away with 7 seconds to go. Throws it ahead. Wallenstein in front of everybody as the cherries taste good today. Just kidding, that's a fast break basket for Wallenstein as she recognized the play, got out ahead of everyone and put the Rebels on top. 16-3 on the Station on Main scoreboard as you're watching the 2023 Rich Rebels varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com, as well as listening in on 98.3 KADQ. 16-3 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels on top.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of the 2023 Rich Rebels girls varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com. That last quarter ended with a great play there from the Rebels. Wallenstein recognizing that Pugmire had the rebound. Actually, I take that back. Pugmire and the Lyman Eagles player had the rebound together. At worst, it would have been a jump ball. Pugmire rips it away, but because Janie saw that, she took off running, was able to get out in front of everyone. As we apologize that the camera froze. We will fix that here. As we try to fix that, we will keep you up to date as the Eagles have the ball across the timeline into the offense. They find Rose right back to Hanson, turned over by good steal by Lundgren, turns around, finds Taylor. Here come the Rebels back the other way. So we apologize about the camera difficulties that we're having. Taylor catches top of the key, spins back, looking to make a move. Finds the Lundgren right corner. Rebels fire a three. That's Molly Weston. Buries it. Weston now leads the team with 5 points here in the contest. She's off to quite the start shooting. Shot on the way from the Eagles. That's another three ball. Excuse me, that's a three ball from Wells to answer right back. 19-6 on the Station on Main scoreboard. We apologize about the technical difficulties. We are trying to get those fixed. Rebels have the ball right corner. Lundgren dribbles baseline, has it poked away. Eagles able to take it away. Hand it off to Rose. Pushed ahead. It's Anderson. Her shot attempt no good. Great defense by Molly Weston getting back to affect the shot. Weston across the timeline as we have 6:36 left to go in the quarter. Weston drives to the lane. Kicks it Lundgren, right corner three in the air, no good. Rebound battled for underneath as the Eagles kind of throw it up. Able to save it. Good opportunity coming from the Eagles as that's Bradshaw with the 15-footer. Nails it. 19-8 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Taylor across the timeline. As Weston has it on the left wing. Pass inside. We're going to get a foul on the floor. Be the first foul of the quarter against the Eagles. As we are trying to fix the camera. As it's back up and running. Katie Pugmire, I take that back, was not on the floor as she shoots the first free throw. That is good as Pugmire now has 5 points. 5 on the floor for the Rebels. As Wilson checks back in is Casey Wilson, Molly Weston, Haiti Pugmire, Hannah Scott, Violet Taylor. Pugmire back to the line to shoot the second half of the free throws. In the air, that's good. Rebels are 6 for 6 from the free throw line today. As Pugmire leads the team with 6 points, Weston with 5. Those are your leading scorers for the Rebels. Eagles work it around. It's Smith on the left wing. They go inside to Wells as we're going to get a timeout called by the Eagles as you're watching the 2023 Rich Rebels girls varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com, as well as listening in on 98.3 KADQ.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of the 2023 Rich Rebels girls varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com. Rebels on top 21-8 on the station on main scoreboard with 5 minutes 54 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Go ahead and set the leading scorers for the Rebels. Pugmire has 6. Molly Weston has 5. Janie Wallenstein with 4. Taylor with 4. Argyle with 4. Taylor with 2. Argyle with 2. Scott with 2. Eagles inbound. Caught at the top of the key by France. She's going to back dribble as the Eagles are reset. Finds Smith, left wing. They work it inside to Wells. Nice cross-court pass as she saw Anderson, unable to catch it, though. Eagles still have the ball inside to Anderson. Brings it down, and she's going to be grabbed on the arm by the Rebels. As this is going to be on the ground. It'll be on Pugmire. It'll be the second foul of the quarter for the Rebels. Pugmire's first. 5:37 left to go in the second quarter. Eagles find Anderson, top of the key, Morgan. Work it to Smith, her left wing 3, back rim and out. Rebound pulled in by Taylor as it looked like she took a shot going for the board. Throws it ahead, has a teammate in Wilson on the left wing. She surveys. Back to Taylor up top. Rebels will reset the offense. As Violet looking for contact, looking to hand it off to Scott, able to do so. Hannah rips it away. Rebels look to reset some spacing. Pugmire up top. Backdoor pass to Wallenstein, left corner. As she goes back to Wilson, inside to Pugmire. Left hand layup is good. That's great ball movement there from the Rebels. Pugmire with 8, as Wilson will get the assist on that one. Smith across the timeline. Finds Morgan Anderson in the left corner. She'll drive, spins back to Smith. Left wing, back dribble behind the back. Tries to split 2 defenders, flips it up, no good. Rebound battled for, as we're going to get a jump ball. Ball will go to the Rebels. Checking in for the Eagles, Paige Rose, Owen Hansen, Briley Bradshaw. As we look for the 5th, Addison Smith, the lone player from there, as that's Annaline France checking in as well. Taylor across the timeline on the left wing to Wilson, left wing, drives baseline, trying to find Scott. That's a good read there from Rose as she picks the pass off, pushes it in transition, spins back as the Eagles look to reset. Instead, Rose all the way to the hoop, layup no good, but we're going to blocking call against Pugmire. They're just a split second late. 23-8 on the station on main scoreboard as Hatch is going to come in to this ball game. Probably replace Haiti, who has 2 fouls, with the Rebels up 23-8. They are afforded the ability to take Haiti out of the game for a few minutes. Free throw on the way from Rose. First one, no good. Smith will check in for Wilson as well. Rebels on top, 23-8 on the station on main scoreboard. 4 minutes, 21 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Rose's second free throw rattles around, no good. Rebound fought for as the Eagles come up with it. We're going to get another jump ball in the lane as Wallenstein did a good job getting her hands to that ball. Hansen will check out for Smith. She'll go right to the inbound pass. Lobs it up for Peyton Anderson. They work it on the wing to Bradshaw. Rose catches right wing 3. No good. Rebound by Morgan Anderson. Her attack is going to be a foul called against Scott as the back official says she got her on the arms. 23-8 on the station on main scoreboard. 4 minutes, 7 seconds left to go in the quarter. As Peyton Anderson, the junior, younger of the 2 Andersons on the team, will shoot the first free throw. That one's front rim and out. Rebels have dodged some bullets here on this defensive possession. 3 free throw attempts for the Eagles. No points yet so far. Anderson back to the line. Shoots the free throw. That one's no good. Rebound pulled in by Wallenstein, but Anderson's going to get a second crack at that because I think Janie Wallenstein, before the shot, this was long before Anderson was even into her motion. She fell into the paint. So Anderson will get a second crack at it. Into the routine, ball in the air. That one's good. Eagles are going to press as Taylor has the ball across the timeline, as the Rebels will set up the offense with 4 minutes even left to go in the first half. Taylor spins back to the paint, hands it off to Wallenstein. Spins back, left wing, finding Hatch, top of the key, does a good job running through the ball. Back to Wallenstein. Wallenstein spins, nearly poked away into the hands of Hatch. Finds Taylor. Rebels go inside to Scott, and they're going to get 3 seconds. No, they're going to get a foul called against Scott. As they say, a wraparound. That'll be Hannah's second. Second in just as many minutes, as Cass Argyle is going to check in for Hannah Scott. Tough break for Scott, who had really good positioning inside and had it for a while. The Rebels were unable to get her the ball. I thought they were going to call it 3 seconds. Instead, they go with the offensive foul. Wells across the timeline. Finds Hanson, fires a deep 3, side rim and out as Taylor pulls in the board. Double teamed in the backcourt, but able to run around it. Finds Wallenstein, wide open, 15-foot jumper, back rim, no good. Rebound pulled in by Rose, throws it ahead for Bradshaw, ahead of the pack. Right-hand layup is good. 23-11 on the Station on Main scoreboard, 3:08 left to go in the first half. Taylor's going to walk it up the floor, guarded by Hanson. Spins away from Hanson, attacks the paint. He's going to slow it down, reset, wants Smith to come get the ball. She does. Drives left across the lane, pulls up from the elbow, back rim, no good. Rebound pulled in by Hatch. Down to the floor, Wallenstein has it. Rebels work it to Smith, top of the key. Argyle in the left corner, thought about 3 instead. Drives baseline, cut off by Rose. As she crosses over, we're going to get a jump ball, as it'll be Rebels basketball still. Checking into the game for the Eagles, Smith, Addison type, as well as France. Replacing Morgan Anderson and Bradshaw. Wallenstein to inbound. Rebels go inside to Taylor, catches at the block, banks it in. That's a tough shot there from Taylor. Credit Wallenstein with the assist, as Violet now has 4 points in the contest. 25-11 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Work to the left wing by Smith. As Wells, middle of the floor to Rose. She attacks, floats one up, no good. Rose gets her own rebound, tries to split a couple of defenders, is grabbed by looked like a pair of Rebels. They'll call it on Wallenstein. That's her second, team 5th. So it'll be 2 free throws for the Eagles regardless. First free throw on the way is good. 25-12 on the Station on Main scoreboard, as the Rebels will check in Molly Weston, Kiera Jolly, and Casey Wilson with 2 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the quarter. Pedro's back to the line. Second free throw on the way, short, and it's going to deflect all the way out of bounds. The Eagles save it. It would have been out of bounds off a Hatch. Rebels get the ball as Smith attacks across the timeline, drives down the paint, slows down, is going to be called for a travel. As these are big minutes here for the Rebels, as they have all 5 starters on the bench, with a couple of them in foul trouble, Scott, Wallenstein, and Pugmire. But for the bench, if they can keep the lead at 13, it'll be good for them heading into the half. Wells moves it to France. She drives the lane, floats it up from behind the free throw line. Rebound pulled in by Jolly. She's trapped immediately in the front court, and Coach Lundgren's going to call a timeout, as we are going to take one as well. You're watching the 2023 Rich Rebels girls varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com, as well as listening in on 98.3 KDQ.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of the 2023 Rich Rebels varsity basketball team, online at mylocalradio.com. Eagles pressure. Rebels turn it over in the front court. Here comes Anderson down the lane into Jolly. No foul, but a tough shot there from Morgan Anderson. Camera froze again. We apologize for that. Rebels inbound to Smith. Turned over in the lane. Another layup as the Eagles, like that, cut the lead to 16-25 on the station. 25-16 on the station on main scoreboard as we're going to get another timeout. As we're going to take one as well. You're watching the 2023 Rich Rebels girls varsity basketball team, online at mylocalradio.com, as well as listening in on 98.3 KDQ.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Welcome back inside the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. 25-16 on the station on main scoreboard. 1:19 left to go here in the second quarter as the Rebels call timeout after a quick turnover. They're going to get Violet Taylor back out on the floor. $1:19 left to go in the half. Taylor surveys, looking to find an inbounds pass. Unable to find one, it's turned over as the Rebels turn the ball over 3 straight times. Couple of self-inflicted wounds as Bradshaw will check in. Wilson will check in for the Rebels. As turnovers are going to be key the rest of the way for the Rebels, as it was a 13-point deficit. The Eagles were able to turn it around. They lob it inside to Bradshaw. Her attempt is stolen by Taylor. They say she stepped out of bounds, though, on that far baseline. Eagles will inbound again. It's been the Rebels' defense that has done the job here. Eagles look to inbound. Lob it up inside. Taken away by Smith. Great read by Page. She pushes it up the wing. Rebels find Taylor. They're going to be across the timeline with 1:07 left to go here in the second half. Eagles in man-to-man defense as Taylor is going to dribble top of the key. Hands it off to Wilson. She'll attack right as it's turned over by Rose. Or turned over to Rose. Here comes Page down the line. Layup no good, but Weston will be called for the foul. Not happy with the call, but it's a good foul there. Make her shoot 2 free throws, but the Rebels turn it over again, and it leads to another scoring opportunity for the Eagles. When the Rebels have been able to set their defense has been phenomenal. Where the Eagles have been able to cut into this deficit, first free throw, no good, is when the Rebels have turned the ball over, as Walentine's going to check back in for Wilson. As the Rebels have gotten themselves in trouble when they've turned it over. Rose back to the line. Second free throw in the air is good. 25-17, 8-point game on the station on main scoreboard as Taylor has it. Crosses over. Spins back. Eagles pressing. Is able to find Walentine. Makes a good catch. Back to Taylor up top as the Rebels will reset with 40 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Taylor drives right, hands to Walentine. Weston catches left wing threes, blocked by Rose. As here come the Eagles, 2-on-1. Taylor chases the ball down from behind. Smith is there as we're going to get a jump ball. It'll stay with the Eagles. After the block shot, the Eagles had a 2-on-1, but The hustle from Violet Taylor was able to keep the Rebels from giving up an easy layup. 26.8 left to go in the quarter. 25-17 on the station on main scoreboard. As they survey the floor. See if there's blood. Unable to find anything. Looks like we're about ready to go. It's a big possession here. If the Eagles can get a basket, they'll cut it to within 6. Rose attacks. Left-hand layup, no good. Rebound is going to be a foul from behind as Weston had position. 22.4 seconds left to go as Walentine's going to check in for Wilson. Offense for defense as Walentine has 2 fouls, trying to avoid her picking up her 3rd before the half. Walentine to inbound. Finds Weston middle of the floor. Tries to split a couple of defenders. She's grabbed on the arm. 20.3 seconds left to go as Rose picks up her 2nd foul in as many seconds. As the Eagles will pull her off the floor, Smith will check in for the Eagles. Walentine to inbound. Finds Taylor in the backcourt. 20 seconds to work with. Rebels cross the timeline. Hands to Weston. She splits a couple of defenders. Down the lane. Left-hand layup, no good. But we're going to foul on the ground as Weston's drawn 3 fouls here in the last 10 seconds. As they're going to call that on the floor. It's only the 4th team foul. Rebels need someone to inbound. Still don't have anyone to inbound as Weston will take the duties. Slaps the ball, looking for a teammate. Finds Taylor. Her shot, no good, but Violet's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. It's a great find there from Weston as well. Rebels have been very good executing those under the basket inbounds plays. A lot of times they've been able to get themselves open for either a layup or they get fouled to shoot 2 free throws. First free throw in the air from Taylor. Rattles around and out. As Wilson's going to check in for Walentine. Janie's done a great job playing with 2 fouls. She hasn't picked up the 3rd yet. Taylor will shoot the 2nd free throw. Not much of a routine. Just fires away. That one's good. 26-17 on the station on main scoreboard as the Rebels are going to pick up full court. As France all the way down the lane, flips one up, no good. Rebound pulled in by Taylor. She's got 3 seconds to work with. Crosses the timeline, floats up a 3 at the buzzer, off the backboard, off rim, no good. Great effort there from Violet Taylor to get the ball with 4 seconds, get off a pretty good looking shot, as that'll do it for us here in the first half. You're watching the 2023 Rich Rebels girls varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com, as well as singing on 98.3 KADQ. 26-17 at the half. As when we come back, we'll have the Hometown Drive-In halftime show.
The Hometown Drive-In has been helping families celebrate and create happy memories at beautiful Bear Lake for generations. With amazing burgers, fries, and other Hometown Drive-In favorites, the food is always delicious, and everyone in the family will find something they love. Whenever you're at Bear Lake, make sure you stop. Beautiful blue water and Bear Lake raspberry shakes have been making people smile for generations. Put a smile on your face at the Hometown Drive-In, Bear Lake.
Rich School District has a legendary history of student success in the classroom and in other areas. Over 70% of Rich High students are involved in extracurricular activities. Participation in the classroom, on the field, in the gym, or on the stage helps students reach their potential. Working together with students, the community, and an amazing staff, we have the opportunity to build tomorrow's leaders. Rich School District, focusing on success, one student at a time.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. When we come back, we'll have the T7 Propane Standout Student of the Week interview on the Hometown Drive-In halftime show. That interview is with Jaden Cornea. You're watching the 2023 Rich Rebels girls varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com, as well as sing in on 98.3 KDQ.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
Bear Lake Memorial Hospital provides safe, effective, high-quality health care. With many specialty services, Bear Lake Memorial serves patients from prenatal to geriatric. When you need imaging services, including mammograms, CT, and other specialized tests, the MRI suite accommodates patients of all sizes. The large windows provide natural light to help patients have an even better scanning experience. For a complete list of services offered, visit us online at blmhospital.com. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, the most caring hospital on earth.
Here with this week's T7 Propane Standout Student of the Week. That's Jaden Cornea. Jaden, how you doing today?
Pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good. Can't complain. So basketball season just started. Are you guys happy to be out there on the floor finally playing against someone who's not your own teammate?
Oh yeah, it started off pretty fun. Should be a good year.
So let's go ahead and talk about that year. It's your senior year, obviously. What are some of your goals that you want to see from the season?
I don't know. Just, play hard, play together as a team, but definitely at the end, come out, state championship, and win.
There are quite a few football players on your team. Obviously, the football players did win the 8-player state championship. Do you think that can help you going into basketball season?
Yeah, I think so. I think that'll help us a lot because the last year that we won football state, we won basketball too, so I think it could translate over and we could be good this year.
Well, if you're a fan of Omens, that's a good one. So let's talk about you personally. What are some of your academic goals for the rest of your senior year?
Just finish out school, I guess, graduate, maybe do some things in welding, and then just graduate, and then go on a mission, I guess, after.
So go ahead and tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you do in your spare time? What are some of your hobbies?
If you know me, I like to be out, like, looking at deer, hunting, picking up horns. That's basically what I do, and then I play basketball on the side,
You have any trophy stories?
No, not really. I don't know. I've picked up some pretty big horns. We picked up a big set this year, and it's a deer set, and it was like 250, and that's like world record. Like, it's big.
Just take me through what it's like being a senior here at Rich High School. Obviously, your other school years, you weren't a senior. This year, you're a senior. It's a little bit different. You're the oldest on campus. A lot of the younger kids are looking up to you just because you are a senior. Take me through what that feels like.
I don't know. It's different because, like, when you're walking around the halls and you're just like a junior, even a junior, you just feel like little. But then once you get to a senior, there's like nobody to look up to. You got to be like the boss. So you got to let people look up to you, I don't know. It's pretty fun. Just, I don't know. You got lots of people looking up to you. You got to be good,
One final question for you. What should the world know about Jaden Cornea?
That I'm a pretty cool guy. I don't know. I hunt a lot, and it's fun to be around.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. When we come back, we'll have some first half highlights brought to you by the town of Woodruff. You're watching the 2023 Rich Rebels girls varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com, as well as listening in on 98.3 KADQ. More of the hometown drive-in halftime show after this.
If you've never heard a mechanic say they truly care, then you've been at the wrong place. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff is a family-owned and operated business open since 1992. Offering all types of maintenance and repair services, you can be sure your vehicle is operating at its best. Whether your vehicle is older or the newest model, gas or diesel, we fix and maintain them all. Also offering chip repair, windshield replacement, and tires. When your vehicle needs a mechanic, bring it to the ones who truly care. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff.
Established in 1872, Woodruff, Utah has a long history of good neighbors helping each other succeed. Woodruff was built with hard work, integrity, and a sense of community that can be felt every time you visit. We have always celebrated all students in academics and extracurricular activities, and we cheer on our Rich Rebels. Woodruff, Utah, a great place to live.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of the 2023 Rich Rebels girls varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com. As it is time for some Town of Woodruff first half highlights. For that, I'm going to keep it right here as we will go over the scorers. Haiti Pugmire leads the way with 8 points. Violet Taylor and Molly Weston have 5 apiece. Janie Wallenstein with 4. Cass Argyle, Hannah Scott with a pair each, as the Rebels have spread their scoring out very well after a really, really good start to the first quarter. They got in a little bit of foul trouble in that second quarter, and they played the majority of the second quarter, probably about the last 3 minutes, without Scott and Pugmire. Wallenstein only played offense in that final minute when they could sub her in and out, as the Rebels have done a good job so far defensively. 17 points. I think as a head coach, you would sign up for that in any half. It took until about 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter for the Eagles to get their first basket. Even longer to get their first field goal, as they scored their first points from the free throw line. When we come back, we'll have the third quarter for you. You are watching the 2023 Rich Rebels girls varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com, as well as listening in on 98.3 KDQ.
Whether you're recovering from an injury, just had surgery, or you're dealing with a chronic condition, Evanston.
When you need to hire a semi, Sabey Trucking in Woodruff, Utah is the place to call. Scott and Diana Sabey have been serving customers across the nation since 2007. It's important to know that your loads are being handled professionally by honest, reliable drivers. The team at Sabey Trucking reminds you, safety first. Don't text and drive. For all your long haul and short haul needs, get it there safely and on time. Call today, Sabey Trucking, 435-503-0454.
When pizza is calling your name, order a Summit Pizza. With homemade dough and all fresh ingredients, every pizza is a culinary masterpiece. Owners Thad and Melissa Willis are Rich High School alumni. They continue the Rebel tradition of excellence and service. Feed your taste buds, feel the happiness with a fresh homemade pizza from Summit Pizza. Don't forget the Doodles, a Summit Pizza original creation. Summit Pizza, 70 West Logan Road, Garden City.
You hear that? That's the sound your new water makes just before it gets to your bottle. You see, at Little Spring Water, they don't add a thing. It's the purest, cleanest, and healthiest water you could possibly drink. It's nature in a bottle. Little Spring Water is a family-owned and operated bottled water company right here in Utah. Nestled in a beautiful canyon in Bear Lake, this spring has been in the family for 5 generations, and now it can be in yours as well. It's high-quality premium drinking water packaged in a durable, recyclable bottle that won't spill or crack on you and can be refilled multiple times. No chemicals, no additives, just pure, clean, healthy water. And because Little Spring Water is local, you can get it at a fraction of the cost. Look for Little Spring Water at a grocery store near you. If you don't see it, ask your grocer for it by name. Little Spring Water. It's nature in a bottle.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of 2023 Rich Rebels girls varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com. Teams hit the floor. Rebels will start with the ball, and you got to remember this is because of that good hustle on a backtrack from Violet Taylor. She's able to get back, poke it away, hold it for the jump ball. Rebels get it to start the half. Taylor works it on the left wing. It's Lundgren. Spins back, looking to drive left baseline. Instead, picks it up. Finds Pugmire on the left wing. She surveys. Pugmire fires it across. Good hands there from Wells. Pugmire was trying to find Wallenstein on the back cut on the opposite side of the floor. Clock says 9:46 left to go here in the third quarter. Scott surveys. Yeah, the referee just noticed that, as they're going to reset it to 7:46. Clever tactic by the home team. Of course, we're kidding, as they probably just reset the clock from halftime. Luckily, they caught that 15 seconds into the quarter as they reset the clock to 7:46. Good eye by the back official there to catch that. Scott to inbound. Tried to go inside to Pugmire. We're going to get a kick ball against the Eagles as 3 players collapsed on Haiti. Wallenstein will inbound this one. Rebels are being very blatant about staying outside the timeline. As Wallenstein surveys, finds Lundgren, left corner. Thought about, they go inside to Scott. Turns, surveys, tries to find Pugmire. Thrown ahead for Anderson, ahead of everyone. Layup is good. The Eagles have done a great job turning Rebel turnovers into 2 points. As it's 26-19 on the station on main scoreboard. Taylor across the timeline, Rebels into the offense. Spins back, driving left. Goes to Wallenstein, left corner. Back to Taylor. 1-3-1 being employed by the Eagles as Taylor, what a pass that was to Scott. She misses, but Pugmire off glass, good hack and the hoop. As Haiti Pugmire will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. She goes over and shakes Hannah Scott on the shoulders. As I'm sure Hannah is probably upset she missed, but for the Rebels, though, Pugmire has 10 points with a chance to add at the line. 28-19 on the station on main scoreboard. But you love to see Haiti go over to her teammate and, let her know it's all right, because Hannah Scott's going to make that shot more often than not. Pugmire's free throw, no good. Rebound pulled in by the Eagles. Rose will push it up the floor. Hands it off to Hansen. This is where the Rebels' defense has been really good. When they've been able to get back and get set, they've been very good defensively. Trying to go inside, pass tipped as the Eagles save it. Actually, is going to step out of bounds. That might be for the advantage of the Eagles, as the Rebels have been off and running. Right there, the set defense forces the turnover. 6:55 to go in the third quarter. 28-19 on the station on main scoreboard. Taylor to Lundgren on the left wing. Dribbles top of the key, looking for a teammate. Finds Wallenstein, left corner. She drives baseline, spins back. Lundgren, left wing. Picked up her dribble, had it knocked away. Finds Pugmire, top of the key. She surveys, drives, kicks it to Wallenstein. Left corner three in the air is good. Good find there from Haiti Pugmire. Great shot from Janie Wallenstein as she buries the three. Give her 7 points in the contest. Rebels on top 31-19. Worked on the wing to Wells. Backdoor pass to Rose. That's a great play. Lundgren grabs the arm to save 2 points as Rose will go to the line to shoot free throws. That was a tremendous pass as the Eagles used a back pick there to try to use the Rebels' pressure against them. Lundgren got caught on it. Instead of giving up the layup, it was her first foul, so she grabs the arm. Rose will shoot 2. First free throw in the air, rattles around and out, and that's why it's a great foul there from Sage, as she at least saves a point for the Rebels. Rose back to the line to shoot. Second free throw in the air is good. 31-20 on the station on main scoreboard as Taylor gets the inbounds pass. Eagles look to trap as Taylor dribbles around it into the open court, spins back. She breaks the press herself, as that's what the fastest girl in this history of the 100-meter in the state of Utah can do. Wallenstein catches right wing. Eagles back to man-to-man. Drives, finds Scott. She'll drive right, spins back, looks for a teammate, finds Taylor on the right wing. To the top of the key, once again, no shot clock here in the state of Wyoming. Lundgren on the left wing. Couple dribble surveys, thought about it. Instead finds Taylor. Rebels will reset as Taylor drives left into the lane, pulls up from 15. They're going to call a travel against Taylor as she took a step before the jump stop. Encouraging news, though, she made the shot. Without that extra step, it'd be 2 points. Unfortunately, though, Rebels are called for a travel. 5:33 left to go in the quarter. Rebels on top, 31-20. Eagles go inside. It's Rose. Double team for the moment. Lundgren one-on-one. They go to the corner as Bradshaw fires a shot that's off the rim. Taylor comes running back for the rebound, and she's off and going. Here come the Rebels. Taylor's going to slow down, wait for her teammates. She goes to Lundgren. Right wing, surveys, gets a screen, drives left to the paint, kicks it to Scott, top of the key. Taylor in the left corner. She'll get a pick that's knocked away by Rose for the moment as Taylor's just going to escort that ball out of bounds. She did a good job boxing Rose out right there as that ball is out of bounds off of the Eagles. If Taylor didn't look in time. Haiti Pugmire was left wide open with about 20 feet in the paint between her and the nearest defender. Taylor's going to pull up for three, back rim and out. Rebound tapped out by Scott as Taylor picks it up. Rebels with a second chance. As Taylor's going to dribble back and the Rebels will reset. There is no shot clock, so there is no hurry for the Rebels. Lundgren finds Scott in the corner. High low to Pugmire, she catches. What a find that was to Wallenstein, back door with a nice right-hand layup on the left side. Great pass there from Pugmire. Wallenstein buries it as we are going to get a timeout called by the Eagles. You are watching the 2023 Rich Rebels varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com, as well as listening in on 98.3 KDQ.
Buying or selling real estate can be fun, especially when you have a realtor that's working hard on your behalf. Gary McKee and the team at Bear Lake Realty have unparalleled industry knowledge, experience, and local expertise. The team at Bear Lake Realty will work to get you the best price. Whatever you're looking for, buying or selling, residential, commercial, year-round living, half shares, quarter shares, or income property, hire the best real estate company, Bear Lake Realty. Log on today, bearlakerealty.com.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth as it's time for the Gare Bear Fan Cam brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. As you can see, the JV team on the other side as they took care of the Eagles JV team. Earlier in the day, if you look in that far right corner, that is Ridge Lundgren wearing, looks like sandals. It's winter. Got to protect those toes. 33-20 on the station on main scoreboard. Hansen to inbound. Finds Wells, top of the key. Guarded by Wallenstein. Picks up her dribble, spins back, pass stolen by Violet Taylor. She's out in front of everyone. No one's going to catch her. Layup's good. As Violet Taylor with the steal and the score makes it a 15-point game, 35-20. So here comes Hansen down the lane. Works to Wells, back to Hansen. She's going to fire the three. That's Bradshaw, actually buries it. 35-23. As Taylor is going to walk it up the floor. Her and Rose one-on-one with 94 feet of dance floor to work with as Taylor across the timeline, spins back, hands it to Wallenstein, top of the key. I don't know if you heard it on the crowd mic, but Coach Lundgren yelling at Haiti Pugmire to get her butt down to the lane as Wallenstein misses, gets her own rebound, shot up, misses again. They battle for it, and they're going to call. That's unfortunate for Bradshaw because when Wallenstein came down, she fell on her knee, and because Bradshaw's knee was on the ground when she stood up, that's a travel. It's a little bit of a bummer there for Bradshaw. I wish they kind of let that one go just because it's a lot of contact. That's a tough play, and, you know, when your legs get pinned underneath you like that, offensive linemen know this. It's a scary situation. Rebels go immediately to Scott. Turns, fires off glass, no good. Rebound into the hands of Scott onto the floor. Eagles dive on the floor for it. Make a mess of it as France can't haul that in. Looked like she had an opportunity just to pick that up standing up. Good hustle, though, by Pugmire. 35-23, 3:27 left to go in the third quarter. Scott catches, she'll fire from 15. Back rim and out as Taylor skies for the board, dribbles, fires the shot up. She is hacked all over the place. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. As we talked about on the Rebel Report, that plays at 10:30 on 99.1 and 4:30 on 98.3 every Thursday, the Rebel Report. We talked about Taylor, her rebounding comes on the offensive side. Another example of it right there. Free throw is short. As Taylor will go back to the line, looking to push this one to a 13-point game. That one is good as she has a high arcing free throw, much like her jump shot, really high, touches the ceiling, but comes down into the net. As Smith crosses the timeline, guarded by Wilson. On the wing to Hansen. Works it to Smith on the wing, middle of the floor, Rose. She's going to attack left, back to Hansen. From the right wing, she drives middle of the floor, kicks it to Smith. She drives, floats one up, no good. Rebounded by Pugmire. As here come the Rebels in transition. Pugmire slows it down, finds Taylor. Wilson was out in front of everyone. Rebels unable to get her the ball as they'll reset. With 2 minutes, 48 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Wilson drives, hands to Taylor. Inside to Pugmire, off glass, no good. As she'll get the rebound, is fouled on the play. What a find that was from Violet Taylor. As she came off the handoff and scorched a pass inside to Pugmire. Draws the foul against Rose, her third of the quarter against the Eagles. As Wilson will inbound under the Eagles hoop. Finds Scott at the block, off glass, no good. Rebound pulled in by Rose. Here come the Eagles in transition. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Rose, left-hand layup, no good. Rebound into the hands of Hansen. She fires, is bumped on the shot. It'll be against Pugmire. As Owen Hansen with a good hustle to rebound the missed layup. As Cass Argyle is going to check into the game. And this is probably going to be it in the third quarter for Haiti Pugmire. Hansen's first free throw in the air is good. 36-24 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Hatch will check in for Pugmire and Argyle will check in for Wilson. Hansen's free throw in the air is good. Owen Hansen goes 2 for 2 from the line. Ashton Wells and Briley Bradshaw will check in to replace Hansen and Rose respectively. As the Eagles, they're going to press. 36-25 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Taylor catches. She's going to turn and burn. She is trapped and fouled. As that's the ability of Violet Taylor right there. Not a lot of players are going to be able to keep up with her speed. As I kind of half joke about her being the fastest girl in the history of Utah in the 100-meter. That's not a joke. She owns the record. Taylor has the ball. Top of the key. Hands it off to Argyle. Uses the handoff as a screen to Walentine. Walentine looking for a teammate. Goes inside to Scott. She drives down the lane. Kicks to Hatch. Right corner three is short. Into the hands of Walentine for the moment. Eagles save it. As Wells is trapped. Finds an outlet. Here come the Eagles in transition. Anderson catches. Is called for a travel. As the Rebels catch a bit of a break there. Eagles had numbers after the missed shot. They're going to press again. Scott finds Argyle as she has it poked away and tackled from behind. As Morgan Anderson went diving for the ball, got Cass Argyle's legs instead. It's a good effort play there from Morgan Anderson. Nothing dirty. Just trying to make a play, trying to spark energy in her team. You saw the way that turnover sparked the Eagles in the second quarter, trying to get the same there. Good job by Argyle using her body to defend the ball. Cass will shoot 2 free throws. First one rattles around and out. Rose and Peyton Anderson in. They'll check in for Morgan Anderson and France. Argyle back to the line to shoot the second free throw. That one's good. 37-25 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 1 minute, 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Eagles push it ahead. On the wing, it's Smith trying to go inside. Scott doing a great job fronting the post. Smith fires up a jumper, no good. Rebound's going to go out of bounds off of the Rebels. Rebels are going to sub out here. Walentine and Argyle off. Weston and Smith on. Once again, important minutes here for some of the bench players as the lone starters are Scott and Taylor. Smith catches a bullet at the top of the key. Works on the wing to Rose. She drives page on page. Pass Smith. Rebound is saved by the Eagles as Taylor tried to come away with it. Instead, it ends up in the hands of Wells, not even the player she was battling with. As Rose drives baseline, her shot is blocked, but we're going to get a foul called against Brenley Hatch, I do believe, with 1:19 to go in the quarter. Tough break for the Rebels. That ball just couldn't be ripped away by Taylor. She's able to rip that away towards mid-court. You get Violet Taylor off and running in the open court. Rose will shoot the free throw. That one rattles around and falls in for the Eagles. Got to imagine, though, a lot of times you get Violet Taylor in the open court. I think the Rebels will take that 9 times out of 10. Make that probably 10 times out of 10. Owen Hansen back in. Second free throw in the air is good. As Rose goes 2 for 2 from the line. Been good from the line tonight. Hatch to inbound, finds Weston. No one on her. She's going to cross the timeline. Has it ripped away by Rose, but she goes out of bounds. Couldn't corral herself, but she went sprinting from the middle of the floor to take that away. Taylor has the ball. Crosses the timeline. Guarded by Hansen. Smith on the left wing. Gets a screen. Nearly loses it. Picks it up. Finds Scott. Top the key, and Hannah Scott's going to get bumped about 3 times before she draws the whistle, but will shoot 2 free throws. It's a good job by being strong with the ball there by both Smith and Scott, as the Eagles defense they're being uber aggressive down 10 here with 1:01 left to go in the third quarter. If you're the Rebels, you got to be strong with the ball. You got to know the Eagles are coming for the ball the rest of the way, as Scott's first free throw is good. Make Hannah 3 for 3 from the line today. Scott back to the line, into the routine. Free throw in the air is good. 39-17 as Scott is 4 for 4 from the line. All of her points coming from the free throw stripe. Hansen drives right on Weston, flips it out to a couple of teammates. Handoff, wing three in the air, no good. Rebounded by Rose, throws it to Paige Smith as Smith is off and running. As she attacks, is quadruple teamed and fouled. Paige Smith will shoot 2 free throws. Smith going to the line, looking for her first varsity points. The sophomore. That's confirmed by her old man, Glenn Smith, running camera. We thank him for that. Smith into the routine. Free throw in the air is good. Congratulations to Paige Smith. First point of hopefully many in her Rich Rebels varsity career. As France will check in for the Eagles. Wallenstein checks in for the Rebels. Smith back to the line to shoot the second free throw. In the air. Rattles around and falls. Shooter's touch there from Paige Smith. Puts the Rebels up 41-27 with 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Eagles find Bradshaw, middle of the floor. Had some space, unable to take advantage as Hatch steps out on her. Hansen finds Smith to Bradshaw, right corner. Drives baseline. Floats up a 15-footer, no good. Rebound pulled in by Wallenstein as Weston screens to give her some space. Janey double team, finds Weston, goes to Taylor. Great job in the backcourt by the Rebels. Taylor fires across to Smith to Wallenstein. Rebels continue to work it around with 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Weston, Taylor, 4 seconds to go. Taylor drives down the lane, right hand layup, no good. Rebound by Hatch, no good again as the Rebels agonizingly leave the ball on the front of the rim twice with layup attempts here late as you're watching the 2023 Rich Rebels girls varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com, as well as listening in on 98.3 KADQ 41-27 Rebels. We'll be back after this.
Rich School District has a legendary history of student success in the classroom and in other areas. Over 70% of Rich High students are involved in extracurricular activities. Participation in the classroom, on the field, in the gym, or on the stage helps students reach their potential. Working together with students, the community, and an amazing staff, we have the opportunity to build tomorrow's leaders. Rich School District, focusing on success, one student at a time.
We're off to the rodeo. My Local Rodeo is proud to bring you live streaming coverage of high school rodeo from Utah and Wyoming, as well as the Intermountain Icebreaker of the National High School Rodeo Association's Western Legacy Series in 2023 and 2024. If you're interested in becoming a broadcast sponsor and advertising your business to the most loyal group of viewers in the country, you won't find a better opportunity. Call us today to claim your spot, 307-789-8116. That's 307-789-8116. We're off to the rodeo.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth as the IMAX. The IMAX Theater Sound welcomes us into the fourth quarter. Smith has it top of the key for the Eagles. Finds Wells. They go inside immediately to Bradshaw. Skip pass, top of the key. Smith drives left, spins back to Hansen. Surveys. Back to Smith, left wing. They work it around to Bradshaw, left corner. Back to Smith. Finds Hansen on the right wing. Couple dribbles right. It's going to back dribble. Eagles reset. They find Wells. Pump fake up and under move. Dropped off inside. That's a great offensive possession there as Wells lays it in with the right hand. Good offensive possession by the Eagles. Rebels are being pressured as Taylor with a crossover at half court. All the way down the floor. Poked out of bounds by a great back check there by Ashton Wells. 41-29 on the station on main scoreboard. 7 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the quarter. 5 on the floor for the Rebels. Weston, Smith, Pugmire, Taylor. As they go inside to Taylor, catches it, uses their body, and fouled on the play. It's a good, strong play there from Violet Taylor as she's able to fend off a couple of defenders. Used her upper arm, we'll say, to create some space. as she'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. That's against Smith for the Eagles, her second. First free throw might have taken some paint off the ceiling, but it goes in. 42-29 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Taylor back to the line. Second free throw is good. It's a high arcing rainbow shot, but when it goes in, there's not many things in basketball prettier than a high arcing rainbow swish. Here comes Hansen down the wing, spins back against Taylor. On the right wing to Bradshaw, top of the key, they work it to Smith. Left wing, she drives left, kicks it. Top of the key to France, she drives in, floats one off glass. Tough move there from France. 43-31 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Weston has it. Rebels have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Instead, Molly Weston's going to make a very veteran decision there for someone 3 games into her varsity career. Spins back as the Rebels set up. Unfortunately, though, they turn it over. 6:38 to go in the fourth quarter. Here comes Peyton Anderson as well as Paige Rose for the Eagles. 5 on the floor for the Eagles. As France, actually make that Wells, Hansen, Rose, France, and Peyton Anderson has the ball in the quarter. Skip pass, 3 in the air. Rattles around and won't fall. Rebound pulled in by Weston. It's a great rebound there from Molly. Unfortunately, it's nearly taken away by France. You like to see the Rebels jump stop and take a breather as Lundgren's going to check in for Smith. Good minutes off the bench for Paige Smith. Rebels inbound, Taylor top of the key. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Guarded by Hansen. She is fouled on the play. Lyman faithful with a bit of a groan there, but France did get Taylor on the arm. I think the groan was mostly because that would have been probably a layup for France the other way. Scott's going to check in for Wallenstein. Taylor catches on the left wing. Hands to Weston. She crosses over top the key into the paint. Has it poked away. Pass ahead, knocked away by Taylor. Here come the Rebels back 3-on-2 as Violet finds Lundgren, 15-footer. Rattles around, won't go. Taylor with the rebound, hands to Scott, who attacks. Right-hand layup is good. Unselfish basketball there from Violet Taylor. Grabs the rebound. Instead of forcing one up, hands it off to Hannah Scott, who lays it in with the right hand. 45-31, 5 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the quarter. Shot in the air is short from Wells. Rebound by Rose, except she's going to step out of bounds. Good job using the body there by Scott. Not allowing Rose a free path to the ball as Casey Wilson's going to check in for Lundgren. Scott's inbound. One final substitution before the pass. Smith will check in for France. Eagles are rotating their players through because they're full court pressing, and they have been for the majority of the second half. Weston catches, finds Taylor. Great play. 3-on-2 if the Rebels hurry. Pugmire is going to slow it down. Look to attack inside to Scott, wide open. Right-hand layup is good. Great job by Hannah Scott throwing the inbounds pass and running the floor. Better job by Haiti Pugmire for rewarding the big for running the floor. Inside, Peyton Anderson. Outside to Wells. She drives right-hand shot, no good. Good defense by Scott, who pulls in the rebound after it's tipped. Scott has the ball, works it to Taylor, to Weston. Rebels are in the front court. And the Rebels are going to get an over in the back call as Weston didn't allow Taylor to get all the way to half court. Taylor landed in the front court, but you have to have 2 points of contact in front court before you can get the ball. Because Taylor jumped in the back court, she was unable to establish herself in the front court. Therefore, over and back with 5 minutes even to go in the fourth quarter. Smith for the Eagles drives left, is fouled on the shot. Will shoot 2 free throws with 4:58 left to go in the quarter. That's Casey Wilson's first foul in the contest. It's only the first foul against the Rebels here in the fourth quarter. Smith to shoot. Into the routine, first free throw, back rim and out. Smith back to the line. Into the routine, couple dribbles to the right hand, fires away. That one's good. 47-32 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Wilson catches in the corner. Eagles are pressing. Throwing ahead to Pugmire. She makes the catch. 3-on-1 back the other way as Pugmire floats it left hand. No good. Rebound for the Eagles. They come back the other way. 4:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Tossed ahead to Rose. They fire inside. Pass nearly stolen as it finds Anderson. High floater to Hansen. She's going to shoot. She is fouled on the play. Be on Wilson as Hansen will shoot 2. If you're the Rebels, you're ahead by 15. You got to be careful reaching in. They're probably going to call most of those. Owen Hansen to shoot 2. First free throw in the air is good. 47-33 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As head coach of the Red Wings in the NHL, Derek Lalone says, don't give the referees a reason to blow the whistle. And the Rebels defense the last 2 possessions have. Second free throw in the air, back rim and out. Rebound tipped by Wilson into the hands of Rose. She spins, shoots, that's no good. That's because it was blocked out of bounds by the Rebels. Into the game for the Eagles, Bradshaw. Wells will inbound underneath the Rebels hoop. Rebels did a great job defending the play. Eagles will toss it in to Hansen. Smith, top of the key. They work it around. Bradshaw's going to fire the 3. Back rim, no good. Rebound by the Eagles. Rose spins back, layup. That rattles around, won't fall for Rose. Rebound pulled in by Pugmire as she is fouled in the front court. What that'll do, though, is it'll allow the Eagles to set up their press. Rebels have all 5 players in the front court. Pugmire to inbound. 4:16 to go in the fourth quarter. Rebels on top, 47-13. Finds Scott. Scott, an escape dribble, finds Taylor as she bounced off a defender. Here come the Rebels in the front court. Pocket pass to Pugmire. What a play that was. As Haiti Pugmire lays it in. 49-33 on the Station on Main scoreboard. They work it inside. That's Morgan Anderson. Back out top to Wells. Splits a couple of defenders. Layup, no good. Rebound pulled in by Pugmire. Couple of dribbles right into traffic. She's able to find Taylor. She hesitates and is off and running into the front court as the Rebels will reset the offense with 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. They are on top, 49-33. We are in Wyoming. No shot clock as Wilson goes inside to Scott. Bump, hands it off to Pugmire. Layup and the foul. Haiti Pugmire, the old-fashioned 3-point play. That's a great find inside by Hannah Scott. We'll check that out on the Stacey's Repair instant replay. I'm actually going to check out the Rebels celebrating on the Stacey's Repair instant replay. Rebels are going to sub. Wallentine and Lundgren in. Smith and Wilson out. 51-33 on the Station on Main scoreboard. When the Rebels have been able to sprinkle in their bench players with their starters, they have gotten really good minutes out of them. Even the 3 minutes at the end of the first half, as the free throw misses, the bench played very well to keep the lead where it was. France finds Isabel Redmond fresh into the game. Her shot, no good. Rebound's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Rebels basketball with 3:21 left to go in the fourth quarter. Pugmire will inbound. They inbound to Taylor. She spins away from her defender. She throws it ahead to Scott, 2-on-1, except Scott's going to slow down and reset the offense. Taylor was left open but doesn't shoot. Good decision as Wallentine has it on the wing. Rebels can run as much clock as they want. They want to go inside to Pugmire, unable to do so. Instead, Taylor has it. Dribbles left, finds Wallentine in the left corner. She picks up her dribble. Pugmire cut, went to zag back. Instead, that's thrown to Owen Hansen. All day, but around the back layup. As a timeout is called by the Eagles. So you're watching the 2023 Rich Rebels varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com, as well as listening in on 98.3 KDQ.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of 2023. Rich Rebels varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com, as well as listening in on 98.3 KADQ. Rebels on top, 51-35. That layup from Hansen cuts the deficit to 16. Rebels not out of the woods yet. They do have a large margin. Only 4 Rebels on the floor. There's the 5th one in Violet Taylor. Rebels look to inbound. They throw middle of the floor to Taylor. She catches, will across the timeline. Is double team, breaks the double team with a reverse dribble. Finds Pugmire in that right corner. Back to Taylor up top. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left to go. Rebels can use as much clock as they want. No shot clock. Wallenstein dribbles across the key, finds Lundgren. Right hand layup is good. That's a great find there from Janie Wallenstein to Sage Lundgren, who lays it in. All 5 starters for the Rebels with a bucket in the contest. Smith doesn't get picked up, drives into the lane, throws it over the head of Hansen. That's going to go over and back or out of bounds. It gets to the baseline first. Either way, Rebels basketball, 2:14 left to go in the quarter. 53-35 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels up by 18. Taylor will cross the timeline with 2:10 left to go in the fourth quarter, using her body to shield the ball. Finds Lundgren, left corner. Dribbles top the key, spins back, goes inside. Pugmire with a tough catch. Shot on the way, no good, but she'll shoot 2 free throws. Regardless of on the floor, that is the 5th foul against the Eagles with 2:02 left to go in the quarter. Pugmire to the line. First free throw is good. It's now 14 points for Haiti into the routine. Second one on the way, no good. Rebound pulled in by the Eagles. Here they come. France down the lane, Euro step, shot no good. Very fitting with the last name France. Rebels throw it ahead to Wallenstein, unable to catch it as Janie goes crashing in to the wall. Rebels turn it over with 1 minute, 50 seconds left to go. 54-35. Smith crosses over. Nice dribble there by Smith to Anderson. She finds, that's actually Morgan Anderson to Peyton Anderson. Peyton Anderson shoots in the corner. Shot is short, goes out of bounds. Cass Argyle checks in for Janie Wallenstein with 1 minute 37 left to go. Argyle catches, behind the back dribble, across the timeline, does a good job breaking the press herself. A couple of back dribbles trying to protect the ball. Hands to Taylor. 1:27 left to go in the fourth quarter. Backdoor pass is stolen by Redmond. Thrown ahead as that's stolen by Lundgren. Here come the Rebels back the other way. Except Sage is going to slow it down, finds Violet Taylor. That is a great play there from Lundgren as the Rebels will work more clock with 1:10 left to go. Anderson with the steal. That's Morgan out in front of the pack. She's fouled on the play. Good hustle, though, by Sage Lundgren to get in front of the play and foul from in front instead of behind. 'Cause from behind, it's 2 free throws and the ball back instead. Sage gets in front. Makes it tough for Anderson to get the and one. It's good hustle there from Sage on her second foul. First free throw from Anderson is good. On that play, you can live with, you take the foul, let Morgan Anderson shoot 2 free throws. I know you don't want to stop the clock, but instead of giving up an easy layup that could build momentum for the Eagles, you foul, send Anderson to the line. She goes 2 for 2, but you forced her to earn those 2. I think you can live with that as Taylor's nearly picked, her pocket's nearly picked, crosses over, she's grabbed from behind, will shoot 2 free throws. As with 1:01 left to go, 54-37 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels will shoot free throws the rest of the way. Taylor to the line. Doesn't waste much time. That one's off the back rim. Excuse me, the backboard, side rim and out. Likes to shoot it in rhythm like a jump shot. Second one in the air. Rattles around, no good. Rebounded by Pugmire as the Rebels get a second chance opportunity. Pugmire gets it right back from Taylor. Rebels are going to back it out. They're going to run some clock. 50 seconds to go 54-37 on the Station on Main scoreboard. A very hard-fought victory, a well-earned victory for the Rebels as Taylor catches inside to Pugmire. What a find that was. As that now gives Haiti 16 on the day by my count, quick count. Peyton Anderson inside, rattles it around, lays it in. Good post move there from Peyton Anderson. Clock continues to wind as the Rebels take their time getting to the ball. Scott will inbound. Finds Taylor. She'll throw it ahead to Lundgren. That's going to go over her head out of bounds, though. It's the right decision. Just a little high for Sage. But with 16.8 seconds left to go in the ball game, it's not going to affect the Rebels all that much in the win column as a three in the air from Redmond. Back rim and out. Rebound pulled in by Scott as she's going to back dribble. Still being pressured. Taylor gets the ball, looks up, sees that there's 4 seconds left to go in the game. She's going to hold it. Actually, it's stolen by France. Fires up the three-quarter court shot. As that'll do it for us here in the fourth quarter. Rebels win this one 56-39 on the Station on Main scoreboard. When we come back, we'll have the post-game show for you. You're watching the 2023 Rich Rebels girls varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com, as well as listening in on 98.3 KADQ.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Dealing with computer problems can be frustrating and make you wish for your own personal IT guy. Now, everyone can afford an IT guy. Independent Software Solutions has served customers in Wyoming and Utah for over 20 years. We develop software, handle system and network administration, repair personal and business computers, and sell accessories. Independent Software Solutions is your one-stop computer business solution. Call today, 307-789-1978. Let Independent Software Solutions be your IT guy.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Playing Tires broadcast booth in the middle of 2023 Rich Rebels varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com, as well as listening in on 98.3 KADQ. As the Rebels take care of business, 56-39 on the Station on Main scoreboard. For the Eagles, this was their first game of the year, and the first quarter, you can see a little bit of the first game jitters. They settled down, they played much better the final 3, but the Rebels had already kind of pushed the lead at that point, as the Rebels scored the first 8 points of the game, led 10-2 at one point, as the Rebels win 56-39. As it is time for your Freaky Fast recap, as we have some point totals for you here. Haiti Pugmire leads the team with 15. Violet Taylor finishes with 9. Janie Walentine finishes with 9 as well. Hannah Scott has 8. Sage Lundgren, Paige Smith have 2 apiece. Cass Argyle with 4. And then to round it out. Molly Weston with 5 for a total of 56 as the Rebels win 56-30. And of course, those stat totals are unofficial. We will have we'll have the actual stat totals for you on the Rebel Report on Thursday at 10:30 on 99.1 and 4:30 on 98.3. As we come back, we'll have your precision play of the game as well as your player of the game. You're watching the 2023 Rich Rebels varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com, as well as listening in on 98.3 KDQ.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Time for the Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game. Let's check out the last instant replay we had on the Stacey Dupere instant replay, as that's a great find there. Violet Taylor to Haiti Pugmire to basically put the game away, as that is your Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game on the Independent Software Solutions postgame show. When we come back, we'll have the player of the game as well as a calendar update. You're watching the 2023 Rich Rebels girls varsity basketball team online at mylocalradio.com, as well as listening in on 98.3 KDQ.
Whether you're having a great day or not, food always makes it better. Delicious, fresh-cooked favorites like a juicy cheeseburger, a thick raspberry shake, onion rings, fries, or a River Bridge soda. A grilled chicken wrap always hits the spot. And don't forget twisted ice cream cones. They never disappoint. Add the always friendly and helpful staff at the Crawford Trough, and you've got the perfect recipe for a perfect meal. Something tasty from the Crawford Trough always makes your day better. Stop in today. The Crawford Trough, Randolph.
Dealing with computer problems can be frustrating and make you wish for your own personal IT guy. Now, everyone can afford an IT guy. Independent Software Solutions has served customers in Wyoming and Utah for over 20 years. We develop software, handle system and network administration, repair personal and business computers, and sell accessories. Independent Software Solutions is your one-stop computer business solution. Call today, 307-789-1978. Let Independent Software Solutions be your IT guy.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. This time for your Crawford Trough player of the game. Very fitting that it is Haiti Pugmire with her 15 points as well as many, many rebounds, as it is time for a calendar update. Our next broadcast will be the Rich Rebels boys varsity team tomorrow versus Panguitch, as the Rebels will play the defending 1A state champs. Then they'll play the Paiute Thunderbirds at 4:30 on Saturday. As I'm Aaron Poling, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to all of our sponsors, because without any of them, none of this is possible. But until next time, go Rebels.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.